What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology forecast for the weekend of August 13th and the 14th of 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Well, I truly appreciate you all, and honestly, there's been some good growth on this channel, and I'm just feeling gratitude towards all of you and this channel. And you show up with me every day and you listen to these horoscopes, and whether you're new or you've been with me for a while, I just want to say thank you really from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all so much, like more than you know. And thank you for being here with me. And I know, there's been a little bit of political differences lately, and all that stuff aside, seriously, who cares? Like, we got to have each other's back. It's super important. Maybe that's something that really came through during this Aquarius full moon that we just had. But like, let's have each other's back, like we're all part of this collective together. And I think that we got to be grateful for the ones that we do have. And you guys are all here with me. So I'm so grateful that I have you. And I love you all. Let's take a look at this week and in the astrology. Well. We're going to have that moon in Pisces this weekend. Well, at least just Saturday. It's going to finish up there on Sunday and come into Aries. But it's going to be with Neptune. It's going to be making quincunxes over to the sun. It's just kind of floaty. So I think Saturday is a little floaty, but we are dealing with what's not floaty at all, which is kind of the ironic part of wanting to kind of feel the comfort of kind of just dreamland, is cold, hard reality, which is the sun opposing Saturn on Saturday, as well as Mars trine Pluto exact. Oh, that's Saturn. Whoops. So there's definitely like a reality check in a little ways, but at the same time, I think we're at this point where we're really seeing what's restricting us, what's holding us back from our sense of uniqueness, our freedom, our heart, our identity. And especially with Mars Pluto, like, we have some strong urges right now to go make things happen. Like, there are deep desires in our life, and it's an earth sign. So it's like, what are you creating? What are you building? What's the structure in your life? What are the goals? I don't know if it's about looking too far out, but this weekend, like, kind of put your mind to something and you can achieve it. And I think that's one positive of a Saturn aspect, is if you want to go achieve something, if you want to make something happen, this is the weekend to do it. And it might take a little bit of effort, it might take a little bit of work, but you're gonna see the results at the end. So I think it's kind of a weekend to, like, okay, be in a flow state, but realize that that flow also is kind of taking you somewhere. And what do you have to do? What do you want to do in that situation? And you absolutely 100% have the grit to do it. So I think that there's a determination. We just don't want to be, sort of a martyr. Like, that's kind of, Neptune reminds me of martyr energy in some ways. So we don't want to have sort of this like only, martyr approach. The sun's in Leo, Venus is in Leo, and Venus disposits that north node. And we've just had so much going on with these nodes and Uranus. It's just like, gotta step into your light, create the life that is comfortable to you, that you can thrive in. I think there's a lot of creative energy. It's just like a weird sort of, but that moon's also going to sextile Pluto too. So there's like, honestly, it's interesting. After that full moon, it almost, besides for this little sun annual, once a year, we get it every year, sun opposed Saturn, but it's a dignified sun. So thank God, right? So they're both very strong. So I don't feel like, Saturn's just whooping the sun's ass like it was when Saturn was in Capricorn and the sun would be in Cancer. Like, we're in a better spot. So the grit and determination from your heart for creative aspects that are powerful in a sense that you're attracting in something that's very amazing and very, loving into your life, whether it's just spending time with yourself or spending time with the people that you love. Like, these are very important things. And like, what are you going to do? So I think there's a strong desire to go make things happen, and you want to put that to actual use. This Taurus Capricorn trine with Mars and Pluto kind of reminds me of like getting your hands dirty a little bit. Not necessarily that you have to like go work, it's the weekend, but kind of like putting that effort into with the sun opposing Saturn for things that you really do want to manifest or create in life. Like, those deep desires can come true. And maybe that's where we're feeling with the moon Neptune. It's like, gosh, I'd really want this dream to come true. Can you make it though? Or is it just a mirage? It's not a mirage if you actually have the courage to do it. When we look at Sunday's chart, oh, did I have this backwards? Oh, that was Sunday's chart. Anyways, so this is how the weekend finishes off, and the moon will come into Aries, and it's going to make that trine over to Venus. That's so funny. I thought that was Saturday's chart. Um, it's been a long week. I apologize. Um, that moon on Sunday is going to come into this trine with Venus here, and it's going to come into Aries. So there's a little bit of a pop on Sunday, which I think is really positive for us. So it's like, what are we using the pop for? What are we using these desires for? And that's really what it comes down to, like kind of popping things and making them come into life, and not getting just stuck in the illusion of something, but like how can you solidify it is very important. And of course we see on Saturday the sextiles with the moon and Uranus, and Sunday we see that sextile between the moon and Uranus also, but really it's the nodes with the moon and those sextile and trines that's taking place, that is kind of like this sort of I feel like it can be a really positive like release in Pisces of a lot of creativity, a lot of compassion, and just kind of realizing, like, I think you can feel if you're on the right path or not, and it's really about trusting that feeling and not getting stuck in like nothing will change or nothing will go my way, or feeling like you don't have any power, but really realizing that, spiritual wealth. Ooh, I like that. That spiritual wealth that you do have, and like trusting in that very, very much. So that's what I got. That's what I got for y'all this weekend. I feel like my keys haven't been working very well. I have a new keyboard coming. This keyboard didn't work out very well. So, I hope you have a great weekend. I do truly appreciate you all so much. Also, I started a Twitch channel because I like to play video games on my free time. And if you want it, like, it's good access to me. And I will talk about astrology. I did do some sun sign horoscopes while playing a game. So, like, if you follow me there and you get an email, like, you can ask me anything. Chat's open. Like, when I do these horoscopes and they're live, like, yeah, the chat's open, but I'm pretty much doing more for the recording for people to watch in the morning. So I'm not really like hanging out in the chat. If you want to ask questions or hang out or be a part of, that world at all, it's there. There's a link in the description below. So join me there if you'd like. Definitely see a more personal side of me, a silly side, playing games with other people that want to hop on if you like, whatever. Like, I know some people aren't into that shit, but I found that it's making me feel very happy and kind of bringing me back to childhood in some ways in this Leo season, which is my 5th house too. And gosh, I'm just rolling with it. So that's what I'm doing to make myself happy these days. And it's been a lot of fun. So I stream over there. Join me if you wish. Or if you want professional access to me, there's a link in the description below to book a reading with me, or you can sign up for my class, Beginner to Reader. It's all up on my website, and that's still going on. So anyways, there is access out there. What do the cards have in store for this weekend? 8 of Cups in reverse. I don't know. Maybe there's some things in life where we're kind of like escaping. Maybe that moon in Pisces like is having us feel like we're trying to escape something right now. And maybe it's not about just like escaping anything, but that sun opposing Saturn, like there's got to be like substance to it, connection, like happiness, love. Like these things are very important to find a middle ground. You don't want to just escape to escape, like, escape to a positive place. Don't just like, I don't know, maybe there's something about like starting drama and then just like escaping, I don't want to deal with it. Like, we actually have to deal with things a little bit this weekend, and that's what I'm feeling with that 8 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Coins in reverse. Maybe it's not all about going after these great manifestations and having everything like just show up right now, or feeling like the work's never going to pay off. Like, it is Leo season 2. Like, it doesn't feel like it, especially with it's been an interesting Leo season. It hasn't been normal. Usually it's way more pop, way more fun, middle of summer. It's been such heavy energy. So maybe put some of the things aside. Maybe that's part of it too, is like feeling like with the sun in Leo opposing Saturn in Aquarius, like, and these cards are kind of saying like, don't, worry about having to manifest everything this weekend. Like, just following what brings you creative outlets and makes you feel happy and have a good time is actually going to pay off more in the long run than some crazy, goal or something. And I think that trine with Mars and Pluto are going to have us wanting to go after some things. So it's a balance. I think there's a lot of balance this weekend. Like, don't trip if things don't just show up. It's a sun opposed Saturn. There can be blocks up there. There can be, restrictions. Just do what makes you happy, and those will actually fulfill that spiritual wealth and that physical wealth and that self-worth that you're, looking for in your life. And the Queen of Swords upright to finish it off. Being very sharp, being very cool, very collected, and, having your direction down pat. No matter what shows up, you're going to be just fine. You're going to have your path laid out to your understanding, your happiness, the things in life that feel good, and it should be good. This weekend's cool. I'm into it. So, hope you have a great one, and I'll see you all for Monday's horoscope. Have a great weekend. Peace.